Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I come back on to finish out all of in this case, all the donations I didn't get to this morning and all the free readings that I didn't get through this morning either. So, thank you for your patience in getting to these. I will make sure I complete them all. And after I'm done, I will post a comment, that's what it is, a pinned comment listing the order in which everything is completed, so they can find your reading much more quickly. And I'll do that after I'm completely done. What else? What else? What else? There's no chat here because I'm not taking any new requests. I'm just finishing up the ones from this morning. I'll be back next Friday evening. I'm on Friday nights, Saturday morning, and Saturday nights, and Sunday afternoons for free readings. So if you'd like to join me then, if you want to join me um, outside of that, I have Wednesday nights. I have for all my YouTube channel members a 2-hour free session. And then on Thursday nights, a 2-hour free session for my praying mantis level and above, as well as on Friday nights and Saturday nights, and after my Sunday morning session for my praying mantis. It's $2.99 a month for my Zen Cricket, which gives you access to the Wednesday. And then my praying mantis is $7.99 a month, and you get access to all of those that I just mentioned. And when I get back to doing pick a cards and all that, you also have advanced access to all of those. So if you're interested, all that information I think is in the description box of the video for these two. I think I have it posted there. If you're interested in signing up for that. All right. So let's get into it. How we're going to do this. So the donations, I've got let's see, about 6 donations from this morning that I didn't get to. So those I dive deeper into. So we'll start off with those. And then I will go to my monthly YouTube channel members, which I had 5. We'll complete their free readings. And free readings are 1 to 2 cards. So I'll pull those. And then I'll go into the long list of free readings that I didn't get to this morning for the non-YouTube channel members. So let's dive in. Now, first up, we have Mallory Smith. So just finishing up on Mallory's. Your mom did want to come through. We're going to pull a card here from the Voice of the Souls Oracle. And these have a message from your soul, from your spirit guides, and then from an entity, which is your mom in this case. So we'll get that for you. So let's see, what message do they want for you, Mallory? All right. What message does Mamacita? That's what I used to call my mom when she lived in San Antonio. And then she moved to Idaho. And now I call her Matato, like potato, but Matato. I know. Wow. So they want you to let you know here. And since your reading was all about relationships, what an amazing card about karmic relationships. Card number 24. So let's see what else they have coming in here. Because I did tell you, you have someone further on down the line coming up here. So from your soul, it says you need to understand the connection you have with another person, another soul. You need to understand why that relationship can be so complicated or why those feelings are so strong. You need to categorize the relationship. And this relationship is a karmic one, which means both your souls have already met in previous lives. We got that for you, didn't we? I think we had 6 of cups, that there was this past life connection that you guys had. I love spirit. But this is no reason for the relationship to become toxic or for you to accept things that aren't right for you. Shut up. Part of you is afraid of cutting this relationship short, or you were, but you definitely did that, or focusing on its karmic depth. However, this prevents you from connecting to your free will and making decisions on your own. So today, your soul is sending you signs to help you detach yourself from this relationship, take a step back, and connect to your free will. Don't think that unexpected events are signs of fate. They are important to help you connect to your inner strength and let go. Wow. That's your soul talking to you. So, very much an affirmation of what message you got earlier, which was about walking away and not allowing, um, to stay in that situation for the sake of your child and for the sake of yourself. So I love that confirmation. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. And then your spirit guides want you to know the next 2 days will be rich for you in signs and important events. You are experiencing an important transition in your energy, emotions, or inner being. You are at a life crossroads, so we invite you to make important choices. We invite you to make these choices on your own. And while others can advise you, you're the one who must decide. It's important that you make the decisions. Signs of our presence will be strong in the next 2 days from your spirit guides, right? They may take on different forms. Embrace them with confidence and compassion. Um, and we are by your side to help you be confident in your capabilities of courage and perseverance. These choices will determine a new important path for you. They will let you evolve and learn in a positive way. You can do anything on your own. You can do it. I love it. And then this is from your mother, and your mother is saying, "You and I have not you and I, but her and you have a karmic relationship. We meet again in life after life, and whether they are positive or negative experiences, our two souls experiment together. There is a strong love between us. Know that we will meet again in a next life." Whatever we experience together, our connection and love are always powerful. Our love does not stop at physical death. Our love will endure through time, and I feel this love for you. Today, I'm letting you experiment. I am with you, but I don't want you to focus on my outer absence. I am here, silent, but united with you through beautiful love. I am here. Focus on that thought and our indestructible connection and keep on experimenting. Keep on living, being, and loving. Everything is beautiful for you. Wow. I love that she wanted to let you know, especially that I am here. I'm here. I'm with you. And she, as soon as she left her body, her physical body, she was right there by your side. What the wonderful thing is with our being, our soul, our spirit, our powerful spirit can be in many places all at the same time as if we're only there 100% of the time. So she doesn't have to split herself out among loved ones. She's like, I am with you as if you're my only child, my only love, and I'm there, always listening, always watching. I've uh, been able to experience every emotion you ever had for the rest of your life, but also all the way back to in the womb, every thought you've had, every action you've taken. And she understands you so much more deeply than she ever could. And she loves you unconditionally, but she's always with you till you're ready to go to the other side. And then she'll be there waiting. And then you guys will go cause trouble elsewhere. I love your mom. But that's what she has for you. So many blessings to you, Mallory, and hang in there. All right. And then let me grab these cards. We're continuing with these. For these readings, I'm going to do the Archangel Power. And then when I get to the free readings, I think I'm going to switch over to the Fairy Tarot, give them a chance and give these cards a little break. So, Sean G is up next. Sean, thank you so much for your dual donations or your multiple donations today. And you want to know, how will December be for you? All right. I don't know why. Does Taylor Swift have a December song? I just heard a Taylor Swift December uh, lyric anyway. Interesting. All right. So let's take a look here. Well, you have the 3 of Ariel, which is the 3 of Pentacles. It very much is a card of being true to your authentic self, doing things uniquely, not doing anything you don't wanna do, and the breaking away of tradition even, creating new tradition, it feels like for December. They're reminding me just, when I told my family, I'm like, "You know what? Christmas is stressful. We all live out of state. We just send each other gift cards and tie up our money. Just if you feel like buying something for someone throughout the year, do it. But Christmas, if you feel like you have to do something, we're all out of state, just send a Christmas card. No expectations." And it was difficult because no, and I'm like, well, we kept doing it for the kids because they were still teenagers and younger, but I'm like, once they hit adults, I'm like, here you go, you graduate. Here's your graduation present. You get no more, no more money, no more gifts. You're on your own. But that's kind of breaking of tradition, is what they're showing me. Wow. Okay. Way to out me, spirit. Okay. And then let's see what else we have here. Yeah. A leap of faith. You got 4 cards that came out together. And you have the leap of faith, which is the full card. Beginning of a new adventure. It's the first card in the major arcana. You have the 8 of Pentacles, which also is about having put in the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears. You're starting to see a progression move with all of this. Let's see what else we have here, too. Got the 4 of Raphael, which is the 4 of Cups. This very much this emotional stability. Let's see. Yeah, and the 6 of Cups, which has to do with past life connections, but more childhood. I feel like there is someone that comes back into your life in December. There could be a reconnection with, with family. I just feel like there's someone that maybe there's been like this rift or distance from. And I feel like this December, there is this brand new, um, I don't know, ignition of a relationship is part of all this that's coming in here. And there is this movement of things. Um, Again, the outside world, it's like all these wheels turning. And, but I feel like you're emotionally stable. You feel very good to connect with this past. I feel like, I don't know if it's, you might even be recognizing some past life connections in people that you didn't feel before. There's just like this new change, this new progression that happens. I feel like it's a lot of the outside world, and included in that are some relationship changes that come in December too. So I like this sense of renewal, freedom, beginning of new things. Again, letting go of old traditions, beginning new things, and altering course, it feels like here. You have the Knight of Wands coming in with the Knight of Gabriel. So a lot of fast movement around this Four of Pentacles home. So I feel like December, if you don't live at where you consider like home, like, and maybe this is going home for holidays or returning home for something, feels like something brings you home very quickly in December. But there's a lot of beautiful freedom and beginnings and renewal that happens here as well. So I don't know if it's, I'm not getting anything in the cards about something requiring you to return home. Maybe there is someone who gets ill or something that happens, or this is the return and the someone trying to get all the family back together if there's been rifts or something like that. But there is definitely something that has you return um, in an empowered way to what feels like home as well. So if you haven't been home for the holidays, this might be the year. All right, but that's what they have for you, Sean G. So thank you again for your donation. Sorry, my phone's blown up. Let me just make sure that there isn't any. Okay. No emergencies. That's good. All right. Maybe that was for you, Shanji. It's like your phone might blow up and people going, "Come home, come home." All right. Up next, we have Rhoda. So, Rhoda, thank you so much for your donation. You want any messages you need to hear today? All right, let's see here. What does Spirit, what do you want Rhoda to know today? Okay, those. Okay, I thought there was two more. There they are. Those go before those. All right. See what we got going on here. So you have the Four of Cups coming in here, and this isn't the normal meaning of this card. The Four of Cups is emotional stability, but this angel behind here is this is um, this is a message from someone on the other side that's coming through for you, and it's someone that it feels like a recent loss. Um, and recent for them, of course, could be a couple years, but it's not like way, way, way a long time ago. It feels like in the last year or two. But they're appearing behind you, and like this, to just to let you know that you are supported. They are around you, and that you're not in this alone, and that they appreciate. With the looking at the spelt three cups and reminiscing about things, but they are with you. That was, and I like kind of saying that was a character I was, and those are great memories and experiences, but I'm not gone. I'm just not there physically, but I've been by you since the moment I left, and I'm giving you signs, I'm giving you this, and I feel like they're wanting to bring in just some, I just want to say like confirmation and encouragement is a good word. Encouragement to continue on, continue living, because they're experiencing your life right alongside you. And so you're not alone. And they're like, let's go have some adventures. And they're kind of nudging you to, I don't know, to travel a little bit. We'll see what comes in here as well. But that's coming on the bottom of the deck there. So you've got the Two of Michael, which is the Two of Swords. So decisions to be made here. Yeah, and you got the Chariot, the power of choice coming in here, and the Eight of Raphael, which is the Eight of Cups, which is about leaving behind old emotions and heading off onto new adventures as well. So that makes sense. So there's some decisions to be made coming up here. And for that, they're saying, try to get out of your head. They gave you a look, get out of your head. And it's close your eyes and open your heart. Make decisions from your heart. Let your heart lead the way. Let go of the old emotions that don't serve you and follow your higher heart, and allow your heart to be expressed in your again, adventure, adventure, adventure keeps coming through here. So I like that for you. And then you got 2, 2, and 2. So let's see what these are. You got the Three of Raphael, which is the Three of Cups, and the Page of Ariel, which is the Page of Pentacles. So this is great. You've got the Three of Cups, which is about tribe. It's about, if you don't have like a, a two besties that you can go do things with, they are out there to be found. And because they're encouraging you to go as a group of with, a couple of close, again, bestie friends, and go on these new adventures together. It doesn't need to be with someone else and this, but it's, like a romantic and whatever. They're like, it's about your tribe. It's about your small little group, and to go on this new excursion, this new adventures together. It's time, it's time to transform the emotions. It's a good nudge to get out of whatever funk you might have been in, and it's good. It's like encouragement. Go, go, go. So I like that. Yeah, and then you got the Strength card, and then the Knight of Gabriel, which is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so movement, action, action. You got to move it, move it. And the Strength card, it's like you have the inner strength. You have, here's your human is the lion, and the angel is your higher self. But here's them. Or I'm on there with you. Here they are again, all these angels. That it's them. I'm here. I'm nudging you. I'm encouraging you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And that you have the ability, you have the courage within you. You just need to, make movement, and it's okay to make choices and make movement forward. It's all about action right now. And then you have, yeah, the Three of Swords with the Three of Michael and the Star card, which is like dreams come true. It's time to let go of the old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, the old expectations around what a dream come true is supposed to be, should be, need to be, blah, blah, blah. And it's like letting that go. Hi. And and focusing in on the star. Focus in on your dream come true. You know, there's a sometimes, well, most of us growing up were kind of flooded with a lot of supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's in our life. And our dream is kind of handed to us, and we wake up every day going, oh crap, got to go live my dream today. But in this case, it's letting that go. And um, it's like you don't need permission, but you have it to follow your heart, follow your dream. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be with? They're like, it's you're free from all this, right? And this person on the other side, I mean, here they are still showing up. They just want you to know that you are supported. There's no wrong choice. There's just different choices with different experiences that come from that. So don't be afraid about making a wrong choice. There's no judgment from anyone on the other side. They are like, let's go, adventures, let's go. So action, 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 adventure, adventure, adventure. It's time. It's time to step out of the funk and into, if you don't have those two besties, start doing things that you love to do and you will find them. And that's the foundation. Relationship, if you're not in one, uh, already will come later. But the like this adventure, living your passion, getting out and going, finding these two other people that are going to be like, you know, and they're not blood, but they're, it's like family. They're going to be like your sisters for the rest of your life. And you guys support one another through everything. And this adventures you start going on together. So I love that for you. So that is what they have for you, Rhoda. Hopefully that resonates for you, and many blessings to you. All right. Excuse me. And then Moonlight 5, you are up. So you're wondering, will you soon get your energy back? I tell you, after I had the plague and most of August, I thought I'd never get my energy back, but it's finally returning. So I'm sure you will too. But let's take a look here. All right. I think you will here. Yes, yes, yes. So the two cards that came flying out are two major arcana: Zero, the leap of faith, the fool's journey, and the magician card, energy. So yes, there is this reboot, this restart, and ending of an old cycle, beginning of new adventures. Even on the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Gabriel, which is the Three of Wands, which is about a change of direction that comes in here too. And having the energy and the ability to take a new step and start this new adventure, start this new direction. So I like this for you. I feel like, yeah, you're definitely going to get your energy back. And let's see here. Yeah. So I see here with the Knight of Ariel, the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight out of them all. That means like feels like things have been dragging and taking their time, but it all happens on purpose for a purpose. So this lack of energy, this lack of where you've been, I know for me, being like, getting up to get something to eat wore me out. It was like forced rest, and while you're laying there not being able to do anything else, at least it's thinking, reflecting, seeing what's going on. And that's what the sun card is too, which is Leo energy, but it's child self you're able to look into and question some things. And so this time that you've been having with low energy, isn't you know, a bad thing. It happened for you. When you realize that, and then as you look into and transform those things that your inner child wants to show you to transform, then this energy comes back and it starts kicking in for you. That's what these other ones are here. So you got the four of Michael, which is the four of swords, and then the 10 of Raphael, which is the 10 of cups. So this time of rest, you can see the four of swords is a peace of mind and resting of mind. And the 10 of cups is joy and celebration and all of that too. So you will start to see that all return back to you, after this time of rest, after this time of gaining the solid foundations and gaining some stability back. This is what was necessary to prepare you for your next part of your journey. But there's a lot of joy, a lot of celebration that comes in. The Magician card too tells you that whatever you focus on grows and expands. And so if you focus on God, I don't have any energy, I don't have any energy, I don't have any energy, we're telling our energy is telling the universe I enjoy not having this physical energy and that type of thing, and then we don't have it for longer because we're telling the order department I enjoy having that, so let me have more of that. No energy. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's what it comes in. And then but if we instead focus on gratitude for the energy I do have and gratitude for, that my energy, that I do have the perfect amount of energy in the moment. I embrace it, I accept it, and I'm grateful for those times when I had a lot of energy. Then that draws in more energy and has it match up too. So hopefully that makes sense, Moonlight. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And then, oops, I think I put these out of line here. Let's see. Sorry, let me just rearrange something really quick here. I think I did these in reversed order. So let me just make sure for my note that we have this correct, because otherwise you're going to look for your readings and not find them. All right. All right. There we go. And then I've got Aria. I've got two for you. So thank you for your dual donations here. So we'll put those, of course, together. So first up, you wanted to know. Well, I'm not sure I have both of them here. Actually, I think this one is first here. Yeah. So, are your husband's friends trying to make him break up with you? Ooh, they were bringing up one of his exes a lot. I don't know if it was to bother you. Oh, well, just get a piece of each of their hair, and then I'll give you a website where you can order voodoo dolls. I'm just kidding. We don't do lower vibrational energy work. We do higher vibrational because we don't want to draw that crap in, right? Let's take a look here and see what was going on with these friends. What's this all about here? All right. All right. Yeah. So, the bottom of the deck, you have the Empress coming in here. There is a bit of jealousy from him. I feel like you are a strong person. The Empress rules over all four queens. And so I do feel like you come across very strong personality to them. And there's a bit of intimidation. They don't want someone that rules with an iron fist, is what's coming in. And so there's a bit of, like I said, a bit of being intimidated, and they're just like kind of threatened a little bit by that, which, oh well, that's their problem, not yours. We have the seven of Michael, the seven of swords, which is the deceptive, the thievery, you know, kind of energy here. And I, it doesn't, I don't feel like they are trying to be super deceptive and trying to get him so much to break up with you. It's just kind of this being devious and being um creating drama. Let me look at these other cards because that just feels just an interesting thing here. We've got the Six of Pentacles, which is about their insecurities and about, um, you know, their. I feel like your, you know, your husband is very much more attentive, more um, wanting to spend time with you, more unavailable to them. And I feel like because of your relationship with each other, they've changed. You both have grown, and I don't feel like his his friends have grown up. I kind of feel like this, like high school, right? I'm like, this isn't high school, And your husband, um, if his friends can get him to break up with you, then he doesn't deserve you anyway, right? Which he won't, because he's smart. He's not stupid. He's probably the smart one out of the group, the intelligent, mature one out of the group, kind of the wise one. He's just like, whatever. But let's take a look here. Yeah, Eight of Michael. So this is leaving behind the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets that don't serve any of these mindsets that make you feel blinded and bound and trapped. And this is the where I feel they've had a lot of growth that came through here, and and a lot of clarity that comes in through all of this for you. And the Ace of Gabriel too. Yeah, Ace of Wands is a new spark, a new passion for you guys. And I like this because what comes in here, everything everyone's a mirror for us, right? And so when we look at them and their actions and their words, they just are. But our stories, right, our own thoughts and beliefs that deceive us, our insecurities, our old emotions that don't serve us anymore, these all come bubbling up for us, and so they're acting like these little fools. But it's, if there wasn't a fear inside of us that our husband would leave us, and that we have an insecurity that, oh, he would prefer to go back to his ex, then um that's something we can look at, and then we can get over that fear. And that's one of the things that we look at is like, if someone is so stupid to believe and get influenced by these group of friends to leave us, then they deserve each other, and thank you for showing me who you are. I deserve someone better. And that takes the fear away. What we fear is, what will people think of us if they would, and blah 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 blah. And it won't. And I don't feel like they have that. Your husband is smart. Look who he chose. he learned he learned the first times with the exes, right? And now he's like, I learned how to make better choices, and you are a much better, you're an upgrade, babe. So I like that. And so it's a good opportunity for you to look at this and just realize, okay, thank you, friends. No one can bother us. We can only be bothered by our own beliefs and our own triggers, right? We can't be left. We can't be abandoned. We can only abandon ourselves, right? And we abandon ourselves by, if people leave us, or we think people are going to leave us. If I abandon myself, um, then I'm abandoning my self-worth for that retail price of what I think other people think of me, right? That's not our self-worth. We get to determine our self-worth, no one else. And so there's a great freedom that comes in with that. A good turnaround that happens, when we are looking in the mirror is, um, are my friends trying to make me break up with my husband? or am I trying to make myself break up with me? You know, it's like you look at how am I being a friend like that? How am I being someone who's trying to tear me down? How am I bothering myself? And so there's this, um, freedom that comes in with that, you know, and you can make it a joke. You can, if you're random and they're bringing up one of his exes a lot, you can say, well, sometimes it's good to reminisce about when you had a seat in coach and now you're in first class. It's good for you to remember where you've come from and how good you have it now. Boom. you know. So whatever insecurities pop up, it's good for you to look at them because they're only bothering you. They're not bothering anyone else. And so when you look at your own triggers, you can transform it and go, okay, I can look at it this way. When it comes up, it's a reminder. That's right. I deserve someone who wants to be with me. If you want to go somewhere else, bye, but I get the house. All right. So hopefully that helps Aria with that one. So thank you for that donation. And then for the other donation, you wanted to know, will you get the job that you want in 2025? You really want to do this and you feel like it's your purpose. Oh, wow. But you haven't had any luck so far. All right. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know here. So will you get that 2025? I feel like it's these two, but just those two. Okay. And that one. All right. See what other advice they have. All right. Well, I like this as a positive card on the bottom. We have the Knight of Gabriel, which is the Knight of Wands. Fast movement, sudden movement. So I do feel like you will get it, and it's going to just kind of boom. Oh wow! It's going to feel like it was a lot, like like you've been waiting and a long time coming, but then zoom, things happen fast with it here. Let's see what else comes in here. Yeah. So you got the Four of Michael, the peace of mind, mental stability, the moon, a lot of moon and unknown and hidden things being brought to light too. And I like this moon energy because this is about, um, really getting in tune with, these emotions that you have below the surface, just some unseen and um, sorry, there's like this combo between the emotions and the Four of Swords, which is letting expectations go. So there's a lot of this realization coming in of things like it has to go a certain way. Sometimes our expectations, there's some stuff bubbling below the surface that make us feel small, that make us feel restricted, that make us feel, held back. And I feel like this is something that's going to come to the surface here. And there's like this big boost of confidence that comes in. Let's see here. Yeah. Eight of Michael. Here's that Eight of Swords that we got for the other two. And I felt like these are related, when we look at these beliefs that go back to childhood, right? That are bubbling below the surface, where we feel, you know, we might want things up here, like, I want this marriage, I want this relationship, I want these raises and jobs and things. But down underneath the surface, our little inner child is like, "Oh, I'm not sure we deserve that yet," because of some stuff that you learned growing up that you felt, "I have to give so much and I only deserve so little." Let's see what else comes in from here from this here. Yeah, yeah. So you've got the Epiphany card is the Hermit card, which is going inward and upward and doing some good self-reflection. And the New Beginnings card, this is the Judgment card. That giant angel is you, and it's you, your higher self, inviting you to your calling. So like you said, you feel like this is something that it's your purpose or your calling, how you uniquely want to share this love in your heart with the world in your own special, unique way. This is like, yeah, come here, step away, look at these things inside, because these are the things that are holding you back, that are the barrier from you going forward, right? And yeah, in the Page of Michael, Page of Swords, this is about you seeing things from a higher perspective, cutting away those small t truths that don't serve you anymore, those thoughts and those beliefs that are restrictive and small, that come in there. Now I want to um, I'm gonna pop down here, next to your name in the sorry, I can't do two things at once. In the comments section, when you see your name after I'm done and post that, you'll see I'm gonna post a little video, um, called Six of Pentacles, which talks about how we can go and look at these belief systems. We have this out of balance giving and receiving, where you're taught as a child that you have to give so much, to receive so little. And that's the little inner child that keeps things away from us, that has these belief systems and the triggers we talked about, about regarding your, husband, and what his friends are doing. All those things bubble below the surface, and this will help balance things out, where you have this I deserve, equal to equal. I don't have to do so much to get so little. I give and I receive. Boom, boom, one for one, not one to 1,000. So I like that for you. And it's just like a 10-minute video, but it has some great information on how you can, adjust that uh, rate of exchange. All right. So that is what they have for you, Aria. Thank you again for your dual donations. Greatly appreciate that. All right. So thank you guys for hanging in there. Now we're moving. I've got just five, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my YouTube channel members. So I will be going to them first for their free readings. The rest of these will go a little faster because I'm only pulling 1 to 2 cards for the free readings. So hang in there. Then we've got, I don't know how many, about 10, about 20, 25 other free readings. So we will get to them all, though. So hang in there. All right. So up first, we have Gene XO. And I'm moving over to these fairy tarot coming in here first. Right. So I'm just going to take a quick sip here. All right. So, Jean, hello, hello. So, you wanted to ask what our Virgo's feelings are towards you after his birthday last week. All right. And the bottom of the deck, you got the High Priestess. High Priestess energy there. But they're overall, you got the Two of Winter. Two of Winter is the Two of Swords. So they go back and forth between their head and their heart, their head and their heart. Kind of this indecisive type of energy that's coming in, right? And the other two being the High Priestess. So there is this kind of, depends on the moment. Do they want to go? Yeah, back, forth, right? And that makes sense. Virgos get really much into their head and then they can drop into their heart, but big, big thinkers, right? And I don't know, they just feel like there's this, they have this draw with all this Pisces energy right now, too, which we have coming up here. A super full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, like 2 days. We've been feeling it for 4 to 6 weeks. So, they do have this, everyone has this draw to want to kind of go inward and reflect inward and point inward. And there's a lot of this kind of energy that's bubbling up that's causing people to want to do this too. And that's kind of where they're, they got all this emotion being brought in with this Pisces full moon energy, but their Virgo thinking is a hard thing to balance because big thinkers with the Virgo, right? But I mean, there's emotion there, but again, indecision is holding them back. It even says that on the card here. That's funny. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. That is where they're at. That's their emotions, what they're going on. So, they've got their overthinking that they feel they need to do, and their emotions want them to take action. But no, no, no. They keep their heart on a huge leash, don't they? But I just feel like they're kind of still in this review analytical kind of period that comes in. So, I don't tell you, Gene. It's like I feel like you've been very patient with them, but I don't know. It just feels like you know, um, put a fire under their butt. But you know, I just we have to sit with ourselves, right? Because when someone is unsure and they've been doing the back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. One, shows me that they're not recognizing how wonderful I am, because it's a no-brainer choice to choose me, and that they're not seeing it kinda shows me that they're not maybe, for me, and that I'm like, it's okay. Maybe I need to go to my high priestess temple and sit with myself, see what I'm picking up, trust your guts, trust your instinct, trust the nudgings that you're getting from spirit, and follow that. Because I kinda feel like it's not like you're gonna change them, right? It's like, if you are okay with being in this feeling all the time and can get used to it, then okay, maybe it can be a good relationship. But if you're, like, frustrated thinking, "Well, this will have to change," you might as well just give up now. Stubborn. Alright. So that's what's coming in, Gene, so hang in there. And then we got Lucky is up next, and you want the week ahead reading. And you got the Hermit card coming in, so there is this, journey, this energy, especially with all this Pisces full moon energy. I would definitely hide out too. But this is a good time for you to kinda step back, connect with spirit, do your shadow work, do some reflection. You don't have to be the huge hermit and go into a cave, but it is important for you to kinda come back and connect with the spirit world so that you can um, be told and have stillness and quietness enough where you can hear very clearly from them. So I like that for you for this week, but definitely it's all this energy is all about pointing us inward and upward and super reflection. So just feel like your spirit team is going, the veil's going to be very thin. Let's make the most of it. We got so much to tell you and show you, and upgrades and downloads and all sorts of fun stuff for you. So I really like this for you this week. I just feel like it's an important time to journal, reflect, and spend time with spirit. Right. So that's what they have for you, Lucky. So many blessings to you. And then Olivier Vergara, hello, hello. So you want to ask if Michael will have a good negotiation with the lawyer. We got the Five of Autumn, the Five of Pentacles. There is a possibility for it here. This is the card of feeling abandoned, left behind, left out in the cold. These feelings of lack, these feelings of low deservedness. So there is a great possibility for for them to open that up, but it's important for them to really look at um whoever this negotiation is for needs to look at their sense of worth. And I posted Six of Pentacles, just a couple people above you, next to Arya's name. If you haven't looked at that yet, I might have already told you before about that. But the Six of Pentacles, it really is important when we have an out of balance, giving and receiving, where I feel I have to give so much to deserve so little. If this is for you, then it's you looking at it. If this is for Michael, then if you can pass it on to them and say, it's really important for you to look at this, because if you feel like there's these force fields keeping things away from you, your inner child is keeping things away from you. And this is for all of us. It's like we're taught growing up this way out of balance, giving and receiving. and it rolls our life down in our subconscious till we bring it and adjust it to one, where we give one, we receive one, instead of we give 1,000 and receive one back. That's a poor rate of return, right? So there's a great amount of negotiation success that can happen if we step outside of that and bring those force fields down, which allows abundance to come in. So I would encourage you to, if that's for you, look at that. If it's for them, you can watch it and pass on the concept if you want, or share the link with them, whatever you feel. All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. All right. Oh, and Shanji, sorry if I had noticed that you had a free one too, which I would have done it earlier so you didn't have to search for here. But this is your free question. Is it really bad to drink New York City tap water? Ooh, life experience. 16. This is the devil card, right? Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event. No, this is the tower card. Yeah, 16 is the tower card, not the devil card. So, duh, here's the tower. But there is this shaking and rattling here. um, with the tower, it's like it could come fast and furious out of the blue. Um, I feel like it is best to have some sort of filtration system for the water. There's a lot of pipes, there's a lot of opportunities for things to break and to leak and different things, is what I'm feeling with this suddenness, and this lightning strike of things, and the tower falling down. Um, wow, and then the towers being in New York City too, and it being so close to 9/11. There is this foundation um, energy that's there. So I would say it's not the healthiest to do. I mean, really, most of our drinking water, there's not new water that's created. It's just all cycled through humans and through, you know, through all of our you know, uh, sewage systems, pipe systems, and everything else. Um, it's probably in all of our best interest to have some sort of filtration on water, right? But I feel like that's what they want there for you, Sean. So just a little Brita filter, even one of those little pitchers that have that filtration can help lower the impact. But we're made of so much of water that it's important for us to have that. So hopefully that helps. That's what they got for you, Sean. Many blessings to you. And then HTTPS, you are up. Whatever comes out for you. All right. Wow. You get the sun card a lot, don't you? But this is very much this Leo energy, shining bright, victory, movement, but child self and play. I'm really getting a lot of playfulness coming in here that spirit wants you to um, all work and no play feels like work. So it's important to let your child out to play, do a play date with your child self and with other people. Go do fun things. It's important to have fun, 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 childlike fun, chasing each other around with squirt bottle, balloon fights, whatever, water balloon fight, right? Or whatever. But have fun. It's time to be playful. It's time to let that side of you out to play. And because it ignites joy, it allows things to come in a much brighter way for you. And it changes your energy too. I like that, that it allows things to move more smoothly. It allows it easier for you to choose joy, because our child self is such, you know, a great source of laughter and a great character. So I love that. All right. So that is what they have for you. I don't feel like they have more than that. They're like, no, we don't want to go into anything else. Play, go and play. I'm like, wow, it almost reminds me of my mom when she wanted to clean the house. She'd go outside and play. I want to play inside. Go outside and play. So that's what's coming through strong. All right. So that's what they have for you, HTTPS. So many blessings to you. All right. So that was it for my monthly YouTube channel members. Now we begin the other free readings. So let me just bring some of these over. We'll start with Patricia, depending on where you live. And let me just bring these over. Like I said, I got probably about 25, but these will go a little more quickly, as I had said earlier. All right. So, Patricia, ancestor guidance for the week. You have the Nine of Winter, which is the Nine of Swords. And this is about, it's insomnia, nightmare, a lot of things on our mind. And it's, the Nine of Swords is about questioning our thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are rooted in the small t truths of fear. And this usually means that we're being faced with, and things are bubbling to the surface that we're looking at, the supposed to's and the shoulds and the need to's and the have to's and the musts. And it's like these triggers come up for us to realize that they're there. And then we get to the root of it going, why do I care, why is it there? When I have this kind of feeling, the energy that I'm getting from this card, it's like I'll ask myself, what am I fearing, what am I trying to control, um, what am I trying to fix, and there's something else. Oh, and what are my expectations? Because all those things are rooted in fear of something. And those questions allow me to go, oh, I'm trying to control the world. Usually that's the case. I'm trying to control the world, trying to make it be what I think it should be. And then I can release it back. And then I get a lot of release and relief that comes in. And I'm not spending so much of my energy trying to control people in the outside world, which are way out of my control. The only thing I can control are my own thoughts and stories, my own emotions, my own energy, and my own physical actions. So I like that for you. I think I know at the beginning it sounds like, ugh, but it's a card of freedom, because as you're questioning these things, you can release those too. So I feel like that's what your ancestors want you to know about this coming week. All right. And then up next, we have Day Sturgis. You wanted a week reading here. So let's see what we got coming in here. You got the Seven of Summer, the Seven of Cups coming in. So a lot of emotional choices that can be made this week. And it can feel a bit overwhelming, almost like, when you have too many choices to make, it can be like emotional confusion, right? But there is this freedom that we want to be able to um, choose what I want to choose. There's no wrong emotional choice, just different experiences. And so it's like walking down an aisle at a grocery store and you're like, oh my gosh, the cereal aisle, the soda aisle, or pop, or whatever you call it. You're like, oh my God. I remember when there used to be like, you know, 5 choices. Now there's 50 choices, right? But this is like, there's no wrong choice. What do you prefer? You can even taste one, and if you don't like it, you can change it. And if you don't like it, you can change it. So I feel like this week is really about trying on different emotions and see what you want to feel in the moment and experiment with it. I like it. There's very much magic, that can, here's all the colors of the rainbow, right? I get to choose what emotional energy I want to entertain in the moment. And when I'm done, I can choose another one. So I like it. Very empowering, especially all that Pisces energy we're experiencing this week. Right. So that's what they have for you, Day Sturgis. And then Crystal's Day, you are up, whatever comes out. All right. We got the star card. Wish upon a star, dreams come true. There is this balancing of the chakra energy that comes in here too. And I feel like there is this, even with the colors of the rainbow that just came out with the Day Sturgis, here's all those chakra colors of the rainbow. But there is this taking steps to make sure that each chakra has what it needs. There's a lot of great stuff, of course, on YouTube that you can search for chakra balancing music and meditations. and go what draws it, or if you have your own way of doing it, do that. But I just feel like there's a great need for balance this coming week, and balancing all of those energies is an important piece for that for you. Yeah, that's what's coming in, right? So that's what they have for you, Crystal Day. So many blessing. Excuse me. And then Happy Pill, you like a general reading. Woo-hoo-hoo. So you have the Lover's card coming in here. It is the power of emotional choice card coming in here, but I feel like it's bringing more of a focus on relationships. And this can be romantic, can be friends, family, best friends, old acquaintances, reconnecting with family members that you haven't seen. But it is this focus of important relationships are being highlighted in your life right now, and that focus on the important. Things come and go, people come and go too, but our relationships last eternity. And it's not so much um like there's this I don't know, it just doesn't feel like there's work to be done. It's more of letting go, you know? It's like you don't have to, like, try to do all this stuff. It's like this choice of letting stuff go and focusing in on people right now. The people are what matter, not the actions, the words, the non-actions, or the silence. It's focusing in on relationships, important relationships. And I like that for you because the more gratitude we have and the more energy we put into those important relationships, they grow and they expand. And I feel like it's a kind of just beautiful reminder to really just zero in on those. So hopefully that helps. That's what's coming in for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Samya Rao, you are up. So do you see if my brother-in-law will he contact you soon to discuss the issue that he's facing? You're guiding and helping him. So also do you see if he considers your advice? Oh, is that solicited advice or unsolicited advice? We have the Three of Winter, which is the Three of Swords. It is the expectations equal disappointment card. um, so I feel like with this, oh, that would be my unsolicited advice card, right? Or the expectation that people are supposed to take my advice. I learned that really a fun, long uh, way, where I was, thought I knew all the answers and I was giving people advice, unsolicited advice all the time. And then I get so upset when they wouldn't take my unsolicited advice. But even solicited advice, they're like, "What do you think?" And I'd be all, "Well, you can do this and this and this." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And then they would go do what they wanted anyway. And then they would come back and go, "Oh, everything was horrible and blah, 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 blah." And I'd be like, "Well, do you want some advice or do you just want to vent?" And they're like, "No, what do you think I should do?" I'm like, "Do that and that and that," which I told them before. "Yeah, I know you told me that before, and yeah, I'll try that." And then they go, they don't do it, they come back, and it's like, "What happened?" And they're like, "Well, that happened." I go, "Well, did you do that?" "No." And I'm like, well, but I learned not to expect it and not to feel responsible for other people's choices, right? I can only control my own mental choices, emotional choices, energetic choices, physical actions. Can't control anyone else. So, with the issue that they're facing and you're guiding and helping them, you know, um, they consider their advice, but no one likes to be told what to do, and everyone's going to do what they want to do, and they will only change when they're ready to change. And you can let all that energy that you've been trying to invest in, trying to help, let that all come back to you. Do what you want, and then let it go. And whatever they choose is their journey, their adventure. Humans hate being told what to do. We hate being told what to do, right? And so it's like, yeah, And how much of other people's advice did we take? How much of other people's advice did we just totally forget they even gave us advice on? And we have that. I know, especially family. When family tells you this and family tells you that and family tells you this, you're like, uh-huh, yeah, 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 yeah. And then a stranger tells you it and you do it. And they're like, "What? I've been telling you for years to do it." And you're going like, "Oh my God, they told me this and I did it and it worked." And they're like, "Seriously? I know how many times I told you to do that?" So it's normal, but you can release yourself from it. And I don't feel like they're reaching out. I feel like with this expectations equal disappointment, they're on their own with it all, and so that's cool. If for our own sake, sometimes I'll be like, I know you don't want advice, but so I can sleep better tonight, I'm just going to tell you this, and you do with it what you want, and then you can release yourself, right? So sometimes if you feel like, well, I just want to make sure he's doing okay, you can reach out to him and say, hey, you doing okay? Do you need anything from me? Anything I can do for you? All right, bye. If it'll make you feel better, but you're doing this to make you feel better, not them, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Right. So that's what they have for you, Samya. Many blessings. And then lovely, lovey, hello, reading on SP since you severed communication. All right. They got the nine of summer, which is the nine of cups, joy and overflowingness here. They feel like they're heading towards their dream and living their dream. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. The jerk. But, you know, there is this sense of relief and freedom and joy when we're in kind of some difficult situations where we might feel like we're not measuring up. If someone's especially if someone's telling us who we're not being and who we should be, and it can feel like a caged lion escaping from the zoo. It's like, "Woohoo! I have freedom now. I can be who I want and do all that again." It doesn't mean it's the best life for them. They had it pretty good in the zoo. All the food and, comfort and safety. Now they can be poached and, who knows what will attack them out there in the jungle. But they are under this illusion or this sense of freedom and like heading towards their dream, looking to the future, not look. I don't feel like it's someone who looks backwards. I feel like they're like, okay, well, on to the next adventure. Kind of feel like they have that kind of energy there, Lovey. So and that's all right. We don't want to be burned by a forest fire, or a grass fire. A grass fire burns one way. It doesn't burn through the fuel and then go, oops, I need to go back. There's nothing for it to go back on because the fire needs the fuel. And we don't want it to come back and burn us a second time. We're gonna keep going that way. So I feel like it's okay for this to let them go forward, and they feel a sense of um, movement and a bit of relief that comes in there, right? So that's coming through, Lovey. So many blessings to you. And then great courts. You want to know where is your career heading? All right. We got the Four of Winter, the Four of Swords, which is about peace of mind and mental stability. Yay. So solid foundation and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets here too. And yeah, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep or a vacation. Woohoo! So after a vacation, but there's this peace of mind, and when we look at that, the reason why usually it has someone sleeping on the Ace of Swords with three swords on the wall, which those three swords on the wall are like expectations and supposed to be's and should be's, and it could be that our career that we think we're supposed to have is something that someone gave us growing up, some way, somehow. Could be society, whatever. It's like, well, this is what I should do with my life. But the Ace of Swords allows you to see things from a higher perspective and go, what is it that makes my heart sing? What is it that makes my heart feel full? I feel like you gain clarity around what your career should be. and you're changing it into what is my life purpose? How do I uniquely want to share the unconditional love in my heart with the world in my own special, unique way? And there's a lot of freedom that comes in with that too. So I feel like your career is headed to a career change with this clarity that comes in. It brings you peace of mind. Because a lot of times it's like, I don't want to make the wrong choice. Well, there's no wrong choice. There's just different choices with different experiences. And you can always make a career change anytime you want in your life. But what does your heart want to do now? Kind of think on that. Right. So that's what's coming through great courts for you. So many blessings to you. So I'm just going to take a sip here. All right. Excuse me. And then QV Love, you are up next. Hello. So, most desired message from the Most High. All right. You got the Justice card coming in. It's interesting. Normally, the number 8 is the Courage and Strength card. And then number 11 is the Justice card. So, we're going back to some old knowledge. And what's great is that you can see the Justice card. They're carrying the Ace of Swords, and then there's also the scales that they're holding here. And so, this is about looking at life and realizing that in the scales of life, we're given a lot of small t truths rooted in fear from the human side of life. These are not true. These are rooted in fear of losing conditional love, fear of failure, etc. So we're inundated, and so our scale is way out of balance. All these fearful thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that were created out of I don't want to be punished again, so I have these rules that I'm trying to obey, that we can't obey them all. There's so many of them that we fail at it, but it keeps this lower vibrational energy. The other scales up here, this is where we have the capital T truth of the higher realms that are rooted in unconditional love, not fear. And so there is this time of spending time really connecting here. Yeah, you can get that huge Ace of Swords here. It's like it's these truths are being brought to you, and this Ace of Swords is being offered as a gift so that you can both discover these capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love. And it's double edged. It also allows you to transform some small T truths into higher truths and wisdom. And so it allows you to bring this balance of thought and belief and mindset into your life. So taking time to really connect and go, is this what I believe rooted in unconditional love or fear of some sort? And there's a lot of clarity and movement that comes with that. So I like that for you there, QV Love, and that's what they have. So many blessings to you. And then Maria P, hello, hello. So this is your free reading. Thank you for your donation earlier. Is there something Walter likes about you a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot? Let's see. So King of Wands, yeah, the fieriness, your I was gonna say your stubbornness, your refusal to give in. But there it also is innovation and inspiration, wisdom, and theatrical. So they like that. You have this leadership quality. You don't like to follow so much as you like to help lead. That's that kind of entrepreneur, powerful energy coming in. And they like that. They like your fire, your passion for life. You don't do anything half-assed. You boom, and they like that, get out of her way, you know. It's that divine masculine energy that you have that kicks in too. We all have that though within us, but you do a good balance of when to, implement that. So I feel like that's a big thing of what they enjoy. Right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. And then Kritika Malhotra, you are up. So what does your friend, classmate Prashant think of you? You seem as a friend only, but I think he does more than that. You're not sure. All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit's willing to tell you. Yeah, Queen of Winter, Queen of Swords, balance between head and heart. They do see you as someone, like, very compatible that, "Wow, we could really be good together, we get along so well," is in their mind, they just feel like there's this great balance, between the 2, and they see you as someone who is the perfect, compatible person, and so they could see that, "Hey, we'd be great together," but they are balanced between their head and their heart. They're not, overly emotional, they're not gonna be like, "Oh my god, I love you," They have a great, they're just very balanced, individual, with that kind of energy that's coming in there. Yeah, they see you as strong and patient and self-sufficient and funny, like the card says. And they feel like they're that too, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're like peas in a pod." And so they see that way, but I don't necessarily feel like they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna stalk you and I need you to be with me," kind of thing. But they do recognize, and I feel like that's what you're picking up is that they could see you as being more than friends, but I don't know necessarily that they'll act on it, is what's coming through. Right. So that's what they got for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. Then Rhonda, hello, my friend. I know you've been trying all weekend. I'm so glad you made it here today. You want to know what you need to know about love with person, Pisces or Taurus, which is most important for your highest good. All right, let's take a look here. So you've got the Dreamer card, which is the full card, which is about letting go and going on an adventure that's free of expectations. That it's about letting go of the supposed to be's and the should be's and the need to be's and the have to be's and the must be's. And that in relationship with other individuals, it's like just getting to know people, not going, well, I need to know intentions. I need to know who they are, what they want, blah, 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 right? That just sucks the life out of things. This dreamer card's like a little child that, before where they see the whole world is full of possibilities and it's a candy store and I'm just going to go through and enjoy it. It's a playground. I get to go play. I get to go enjoy life. I get to see where things lead. Where does this path go to? After the tower, I go through that, and what's on the other side? Where are we going? It's again, it's this free feeling that's coming in here, and not so much like, you know, I need to know all that stuff. No, I just need to see what's the next step. Where am I headed? What's happening next? And that comes from, there's a great freedom that comes from that because when I define myself by relationships and situations and things, I feel unstable because all those things are unstable. I turn inward, upward, I find my stability, and then I see what comes in the outside world. It's above and beyond extra when it comes from the outside world. So hopefully that helps. But it is about letting go of things and not trying to control things and just enjoying the adventure. Play. Let your little inner child out to enjoy the moments, right? So hopefully that helps. That just helps in every area of our life, not just with this Pisces or Taurus. It's like you don't need to choose. Just let things unfold and see where they go, and you'll know. You're like, yeah, I don't want that. And okay, that's good. I'll go this way, right? So hang in there, my dear. Many blessings to you. And then we've got is that, Zarissa Goal. What does Awas Kasi? I'm totally murdered that, I'm sure. How do they feel for you? Let's take a look here. Right now, I got the Ace of Spring, which is the Ace of Wands. So more passionate, passion, physical attraction, energetic attraction that comes in with that. And, so I don't feel like they have a whole lot of love that they give because they don't have a whole lot of self-love. So they're giving more passion than they are love. That's what they can give a lot of, and they're working on trying to love themselves more, which means then they can give more love, but they can't give more love to others than they have for themselves. So they're kind of limited in what they can give love-wise, but they're definitely have passion to give intimacy, that kind of attraction and movement kind of energy there. So feelings, not emotions of love, but of attraction and passion hey there kind of energy. Oh no! All right, but that's what's coming in right now for you, Zarissa. So hopefully that makes sense. Many blessings to you. Let me just bring over some more of these free readings here. Let's see. Make sure I'm doing them in order here. All right, and then Michelle Lezoux, I thank you for your donation earlier and your free question. May I have what your spirit guides messages need you to know? All right. So you have the 10 of summer, which is the 10 of cups. This is about choose joy, joy, joy. And, you can have this full life. The more we focus on what we do have and the joy and the things we do have in life, the more it comes into it, the more it expands, right? And this 10 of cups is we find this self-love, we fill up, we focus on gratitude for all this joy and love, then we get this, that unfolds and comes into us. When I focus on wanting or hating or those, I grow those lower vibrational things. But this is this message of, choose and be aware of where your emotional energy is and what's flowing and what the focus is on it, because then that is what grows and expands within your life. Choose joy is the message. Any moment, as many moments as you can. Put an alarm on your phone every waking hour, vibrating that says choose joy. Joy, 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 joy is the emphasis that spirit wants you to be able to focus on. That's their advice to you. Like, what can you know is you know it, but it's a great reminder. Whatever I focus on, like attracts like. Joy brings in joyful things. Fear brings in fearful things. And so it's like, yeah, gratitude and joy. It's a great choice. But there's no right or wrong. Of course, never any judgment. But if you want to experience joy, then focus on joy. And you have that power. I like it. Right. So that's what they have for you, Michelle. So many blessings to you. And then Seely Sibia, maybe probably close, probably not even close to that. But you wanted to know messages from T. You're interested to know his feelings and thoughts. All right. We got the King of Summer, which is the King of Cups. It's a great balance between head and heart. It's one of my compatibility cards. And I like this because they do feel, like, hey, they kind of feel like you guys are quite compatible, would get along, and they have that energy there. The King of Cups, they have, of course, they help rule over the cup suit, but all of them get a second portion of swords behind the scenes. So it's a great balance between a head and heart. And, so they have that. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. But I like this kind of energy coming in. There's, they see you that you guys are so much alike and that you are compatible in great ways. It's like you guys, they feel like you would fit like a glove in a good way. The heart is on board, the mind is on board. And so I feel like they're just allowing things to unfold. Just to, there's like this, we get first impressions and we think of something, but it's like give it time to show and make sure it proves itself instead of, well, I assumed that was the way they acted all the time, but then you're like, whoa, that was a one-off. They're a jerk, but this is like they're giving time to really reinforce these observations, these inklings they have about who you are. And I just feel like they want to get to know you and allow you both to get to know each other, to recognize that compatibility. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming through for you, Seely. So many blessings to you. So I'm just going to take another sip here. All right. And then up next, we've got, let me see here, my have it too small. Amanda McNeedle, if that's you, welcome. Thanks for being new to the channel and your free energy reading. Let's take a look here. Wow, you got the Hanged Man Awakening. very much about seeing things from a higher perspective and going through a time of transformation. It's like you're in the middle of, actually more towards three-fourths of the way through the cocoon. You've had your life as the caterpillar. You've been in the cocoon really doing a lot of inner work or a lot of shadow work, inner reflection. And so you've been letting go of a lot. And this eclipse energy, full moon energy we have right now is a big release, endings and beginnings energy. So you really are having a heightened time of awakening that's going on right now. And I really like that for you. Um, Celebrate, because that's why I feel like there's like I was gonna say, like, you're halfway through, like, no, you need to acknowledge that you're three-fourths of the way through, that you've done so much. Look how far you've come. You've become caterpillar juice already, caterpillar soup, and, now you're turning into a butterfly. Excuse me, and those experiences and that what you went through as a caterpillar helps become the beautifully colored wings that you have. And then there's a little bit of struggle that will happen to get out of the cocoon, but just know that without that struggle, that if you cut out a butterfly too early, then if they haven't struggled, they don't have the wing muscles to be able to flap their wings. They can't fly. So the struggle of getting out of the cocoon is, part of the whole process too, and to trust that process, and then once you're out, you're not gonna crave the things you did before. Butterflies like nectar, so they look for flowers and they act like bees almost. Well, caterpillars munch, 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 eat, eat leaves, that's all they do, right? Caterpillars have to walk along the forest floor. They can never migrate. They hit a river or a stream, even a little stream. They can't go beyond it. But a butterfly can accidentally, flutter over a river, a raging river, and go, oh, wow, I just passed over a river. And they can go on these migrations of thousands of miles. So you're transforming and transitioning. It's worth the wait, it's worth the process. And I feel like that's what they want you to know right now is you're celebrate how far you've come and understand the struggle to get out of this cocoon is part of the growth that will allow you to go great distances. So it's worth the little butterfly morning workouts in the cocoon. All right, that's what they have for you there, Amanda. So hopefully that resonates for you. Good to see you. Hopefully we'll see you some more. So many blessings to you. And then Nidhi Sarvaya, hello, hello. What does the universe want you to know about your career? Got the Princess of Spring, which is the Princess of Wands or the Page of Wands. And, around your career, this is a new passion, a new interest here. It's time to go after your dreams, not a career, right? Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight, right? So, this is all about, the universe wants you to know, are you heading toward what you truly want? What is your true dream come true? Or are you doing what you think you're supposed to do and what a dream that someone handed you to do in your life? And so I feel like they want you to know that possibly what you're attempting to do isn't what you really want to do, but it feels safe and it is something that would make family happy or whoever the important people are, make them happy. They don't want me to become a comedian, like they always talk about. Oh my gosh. But, it's like, oh, what is my dream? What would make me so happy each day to wake up and go, oh, I would love to do that. Makes my heart sing, makes my heart want to dance. I feel like you're going through this adjustment here with that. And that's what they want you to know is when were the last 5 times your heart felt full and overflowing, like it wanted to sing and dance? Consider what that, kind of field you can move into that would give you that, same feeling as well. All right? So that is what they have for you, Needy. And let me just bring the rest of these over here. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7 more to go. So hang in there, everybody. Appreciate your patience. So JJJ, you are up. So will um your Fury investment be worth it or will you regret it? So based on current energies, of course, disclaimer, Not a licensed financial advisor, counselor, doctor, anything. Tarot is for fun, and everyone ultimately makes their own decisions. You can look in the disclaimer in the description box down below. All right. So we have here, you've got the 10 of spring, and that is the 10 of wands. Now, the 10 of wands has this energy of, you know, of, I don't know, it's like a being aware of where you're investing all of your energy in that it's like too much is being invested in one place. Um, the 10 of wands would be look at where your investments are, look at where you're investing your energy. What's urgent and important? What's uh, important but not urgent, and what's urgent but not important, right? There's three different buckets. And you can realize, even with your priorities, with like you're saying, okay, is it all risky? Is it all solid, or is there something with a little bit of risk, a little bit of solid? Half solid, half risk. But it's like evaluate where you're investing your energy. It's funny that you're talking about investments. I usually say where you're investing your energy, and is it taking you where you want to go and how you want to go. And if you're like, I don't know if I with reevaluating where I'm investing all my money and investing all my time and energy, this doesn't feel right. This is like, I can't keep doing this with all of that amount of impact there. This is endings and beginnings, and taking all this energy and focusing it in one direction will help with movement more so. So evaluate where you're investing your energy and see what you feel as you go through those, because it feels like there's like kind of wanting to make these some adjustments in where you're doing your investments. So hopefully that makes sense, JJJ. I think you're picking up what they're putting down there because I have no idea. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Ashvin Ray, hello. A general for October. Wow, you got the balance card coming in here, which this would be the temperance card. And this is about a month of patience, a time of there are things folding. It's very alchemical because there's usually two cups and they're going back and forth between the two. And it's slow progression. It starts off as a base metal, but each time it goes back and forth to the cups, it's magical. It's slowly transforming. I'm not even making up words now. Transforming into gold. And um, so it's a patience month. Allow things to unfold, go with the flow, know things, take time, and if you wait and you're patient with it, gold will appear. But I feel like October is the month of patience, tolerance, allowing things to go about their creation and their magic. So that's a big piece of it all. Balance and patience. Yay. We all need a month like that. August was my month of that. I was sick, and uh, all I could do was like wake up and get something to eat, and then go back and sleep some more. And balance is an important key for you for October. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Ateshi Singh. You want to know SSP's feelings towards you in his, let's see, in his VS now. All right, let's take a look here and see what they have. It's got the Princess of Autumn that is the Page of Pentacles, which is heightened opportunities, new opportunities that would come in. Um, Studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. Um, this is it feels here that they're kind of focused on their outside world and in new opportunities that are opening up. I mean, this talks about happy news about their career promotions or scholarships. They're doing a lot of investing, a lot of planning, and they would need a little push to get going as far as anything else regarding feelings towards you. But I just feel like they're so focused on their life and their journey, like school and work and, money and those types of things. They're really consumed by the outside world. They are looking for a new opportunity to grow things, but I feel like they're looking for the next best thing. Not and this doesn't have to do with relationships, this is about their outside world. They're just consumed about going to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Gotta have this, gotta have that, gotta get it. They're just so motivated by coin and about opportunities and advancement and defining themselves by position right now that I feel like feelings go on the back burner with them right now. So ugh, I swear. All right, that's what they have for you, Ateshi. So many blessings to you. And then faith and love. You want to know, how does C really feel about you and your future, Virgo and Pisces? All right, let's see what they really feel. We got the Eight of Autumn, which is the Eight of Pentacles. And it is putting in, they feel like if you put in the work and do the things, you get the stuff, is what kind of the Eight of Pentacles, is about. And so, I do feel like I'm seeing like this mechanism, like a giant clock with all these cogwheels, all these things that turn. And they do have all this stuff juggling in relationships is, one of the things they have um, as part of one of the cogwheels, but it all has to fit together. And, you know, there is this spirit showed me this the other day, and it cracked me up because, and I realized, wow, it is so true that there's usually two different approaches, kind of basic, if we really basic and dumb it down to two. Relationships happen in two ways. One is we have this belief that I need to have a partner, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever in my life, right? It's part of what I have to achieve. It's a position in the company of my empire in my life. And so I will start interviewing for that position and see who I'm going to hire for that position. I've had to fire some. Now I have an opening and I'm hiring for the love of my life, right? Some people approach it that way. This is that Eight of Pentacles kind of energy. Others will go live their passion, live their lives, and when they bump into someone living their passion, a spark happens between them, and then they bond together, and the adventure continues. You see the difference in the kind of the core of it? I feel like they're looking for a partner and to fill a position, whereas the other is you don't think of a position and you bump into someone and go, "Wow, what you would do? You would really do well at this in my life. And hey, let's do that. Let's bond together, right?" So one is a job interview, the other is a kind of an adventure of passion and experience, if that makes sense. But I do feel like they are kind of, it makes sense. If you said they're Virgo. Are they the Virgo or are you the Virgo? But if it's a Virgo, big thinkers, big planners, right? But that's the kind of energy that I feel coming in right now, just like they want to care about people and they're like, I can love them, but I'm looking more to fill a position in my life than that it's all about that person. It's more about the role someone would play, if that makes sense. Right. So that's what's coming in, faith and love. I know. Interesting, right? Right. Then we've got Eagle General for the next 48 hours work wise. We got the King of Winter, the King of Swords. Very big thinkers, a lot of knowledge, a lot of great communication, clarity. Um, yeah. Get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking. So this does have to do, when you're talking about the workplace, it could be new job opportunities, new training, new communication. But it is about knowledge. It's so much about knowledge and clarity about what you truly want in your positions and what you want to achieve, what you want to do. A lot of that coming in with this card as well. So, the King of Winter's knowledgeable, experienced, fair minded, and unemotional. So definitely this air sign energy that's coming in um, as well. You might even end up working with someone significantly this week that is an air sign, either Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Yeah. So I feel like there's this great collaboration, great communication that's coming in as well in these next 48 hours. So hopefully that makes sense. Right. So that's what they got for you, Eagle. So many blessings to you. Just got a couple more here. And then Magana, hello, hello, long time no see. So you saw this guy. So I saw this guy, P, at a social gathering yesterday. And I thought he was cute. He looked at me a couple of times, and so I followed him home and looked in his window. No, I'm just kidding. You said you followed him on Instagram and he followed you back, right? What did you think when you followed him? Oh, right. Let's take a look here. Just jokes. Just jokes. Prince of Winter. So this is the Knight of Swords coming in here. And I like this kind of energy. Intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive is what he saw, and he liked that. Um, yeah, acting quickly, going after what you want. They like that. I mean, the Knight of Swords is the movement of thought and belief, and so preconceived ideas, it's like, "Oh, you're different than I thought," in a positive way. I feel like it's not like, "Oh, you're different than I thought." And I like this, movement of communication that's coming in here, and I feel like though, um, there may be some, other kind of chatting and talking that will come here with this. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. I was trying to hold the yawn in, and it kind of came out anyway. But there's this, and that has nothing to do with your reading. It has to do with me not breathing and talking, 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 talking. But there's this movement of energy, this movement of thinking, this uh, and I like that they've like looked through and got a different viewpoint. They're like, "Oh, you're different than I thought you would be," because they kind of have these boxes they put people in, and they were like, "They're going to put you in this box," but then when they looked at the Instagram and all that, they're like, "Oh, wow, wow, look at that," looking through some different of your postings and stuff. They're like, "Wow, you're intriguing," is a word that comes in, and so I do feel like um, they'll either reach out to you or they definitely respond if you message them and said, "Hey, I really love your posts around blah 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 blah," but be specific. Don't if you go, "I think your page is great," that's like whatever. Be specific and be real, and it'll go a long way with them because they don't like, "Oh, it's them. Let me just put them in with everyone else." They like unique, they like different, they like trueness, they like realness. And I feel like they kind of pick that up from your Instagram. If that is what you're saying, that they back, I just feel like they feel like they I feel like they have looked. Even if they didn't follow you back, they went and looked. But I like that. I like this for you. Knight of Swords is a movement of communication, so I feel like they would respond to communication, or they might just reach out on their own. But they don't want to be too creepy. That's funny. It's like, I don't want to be like a stalker, but if you reached out to them, I feel like they would respond back to you. All right. So hopefully that makes sense, Magana. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then lastly, but not leastly, we've got love is the most powerful force in the universe. What a great username to end up on for the end of the readings, right? So you want to know, will sound frequencies or subliminals make you taller? If yes, then how long will it take to grow an inch? Oh, that's a great, interesting question. Again, I'm not a licensed medical professional or anything like that. This is tarot designed for fun. See the disclaimer. Everyone ultimately makes their own decisions here. And the Two of Pentacles. It's the balancing of the outside world here. Um, Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs. Exceptional talent for multitasking. But it's the power of choice in the outside world. Um, Sound frequencies, um, you know, I feel like there's a different alternative for these here. I don't feel like they'll do a whole lot. Like sound frequencies, I feel like what Spirit is saying is that when like when we're younger, when we're going through our growth, which is 14 to 21, that and more so towards the 14, you know, leaning more towards that earlier period, when we have sound frequencies that can change molecular structures and do things and subliminals, our power of thought is so powerful that we can change, change things within us. But I feel like they're saying that there's small as we get older, it's small, it's minimal, it's not, significant, but that there's a different alternative because you have a choice. You can do those things, but there's another choice. There's something else that works better, that would work better for you specifically, for your age and gender and, um, molecular structure, whatever that may be. So, yeah, I feel like earlier in life it helps more, but later in life I feel like it would take so much effort that there's other, other alternatives. The high priestess came out twice on the bottom of the deck. Trust your gut, trust your instinct, you know, follow your gut. It'll lead you, take a step back, connect higher, look behind the veil, dive deep into your emotions and see where spirit guides you, because I feel like they'll guide you to answers for that. Right? So that's what they got for you. So thank you so much. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody, but thank you for all your patience in getting to your readings. I will be back on Friday evening. I'm on Friday and Saturday nights and Saturday and Sunday mornings to afternoon. All the times are down in the description box of the video. So I'll be back for free readings. If you're interested, I will be back on Wednesday for all my YouTube channel memberships for 2-hour free readings. And then on Thursday for my praying mantis level only, free readings. And then on my Friday, after Friday and Saturday night, and after Sunday afternoon, I have an hour with my praying mantis members. $7.99 a month for praying mantis, $2.99 a month for the Zen cricket, and all that information's in the description box. I also offer personal readings and some other services. All that's listed down in the description box of the video if you're interested in any of that. So, um, boom, boom, boom. And thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys so much and your thirst for hearing from Spirit. And until I see you guys again, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. When I'm done here in a moment, I will post a comment listing all the order in which the readings were completed, and it'll be pinned so you can do that. Yeah. So until I see you guys again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.